Welcome to the chest harness tutorial. So there's two chest harnesses that you'll be able to make. This is the first one. All the straps that you see are adjustable, so you can make it your own and make sure that it's really comfortable and fits your body perfectly. And there's also another chest harness that you'll be able to make. So there'll be two. Everything is adjustable and all the patterns are downloadable, so you can just head to the link in the description to purchase the pattern and then follow along to this tutorial, or just follow along to the tutorial for fun and then go and get your pattern. This is the other design for the chest harness. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it, especially with this metallic bra strap. Really catches the light, and I think that it just makes it really stand out from other designs and just makes it really comfortable to wear as well. So let's get started. I'm just showing you what you're going to make. You've got two choices, the first chest harness and of course this is the second one. Okay, so what we'll need for the full chest harness, which is the second one, is 4 rings, 1 G-hook, and 10 sliders. I've got all the measurements for the straps on the pattern detailing, which you can of course purchase from the website, and that's in the description below this video. So this is the gorgeous strapping that I'm using, metallic on one side and super soft and plush on the side that's closest to your skin. Okay, so I've cut out 3 straps, 2 long ones and 1 short one, and you'll get all the measurements in the pattern on the website. Description below will have the link to purchase that. I'm going to make some straps here with the sliders. So I've got 3 sliders lined up for these 3 straps. I just thread the strap underneath one bar, over the middle bar, and underneath the 3rd bar. And then I'll have like a little tail on the end by about 1 centimeter, and I will sew that to secure it. And then I'm going to thread the other 2, and I'll just let you watch slowly, but as we progress throughout the video, I will probably have them already pre-made. So if you get stuck, always just come back to the beginning of the video. So again, I'm just grabbing my slider and I place the strap underneath the 1st bar, over the top of the 2nd bar, and underneath the 3rd bar. Pull it through so that I've got a centimeter tail, fold it back on itself, and then sew to secure it. There you are. So that's already completed. I've got 3 straps, 2 long ones, 1 short one, and that's what they look like once they're all secured. Nice and neat. I used a white thread on this so that you couldn't see the thread on the silver, and it kind of just hides it a little bit. Okay, so I've got my 3 straps, and I am then going to grab myself a ring, and I am going to attach one of these straps, not the short one, but the 2 long ones I'll be working with. And so there's my ring. And then I'm going to slide 1 long strap through the ring and then back on itself underneath 1 bar. Pull it through a little bit and then underneath the 2nd bar. And there you go. You've got 1 strap made, and then we're just going to do the other side with the other long strap, and I'm threading that through back over on itself underneath the 1st bar and then underneath the 2nd bar. So I've essentially threaded those two long straps through one ring. There you are, that's what it looks like, nice and neat. And now that we've got that done, we're then going to place a ring on each end of these tails. So I'm going to place a ring here on the end of that long tail. I secure that with a little bulldog clip. They are the best things to work with. And then I will secure another ring on the end of that long strap as well. And I will secure that with a bulldog clip, and I will secure those onto the sewing machine I go. There you are. So they're all secure, all done, super easy. And then I will grab that other smaller strap that we made previously. I'm going to thread that through one of the rings and secure that strap onto the ring. So I'm going underneath one bar of the slider and then underneath the second bar of the slider, and really making sure that that's secure. It's not going to fall off or anything like that. And that's one part done. And then we're moving over to the second ring, and the little tail, we're then going to secure that onto the final ring. And then just sew that into place. And you should have created what resembles like a little belt. That's what it looks like. So this is essentially your base. Okay, so I'm moving on to another strap. I'm going to make another strap with a slider. So threading the strap through the slider like you have done in your previous straps, and secure that by sewing that with your sewing machine. Okay, so this little strap is all done and all ready to go. I'm going to now thread this strap through a ring, back on itself, go underneath one bar, and then I will go underneath the second bar. And that will essentially give you another strap that's secured onto a ring. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And then bringing in what you previously made, which is essentially the base or the belt, you're then going to attach the small strap that you just made into this middle hole or this middle ring, and just fold the tail about 1 centimeter and sew that into place. Secure that. Off to the sewing machine you go, and then come back. All right, so that's nice and secure, all done. Beautiful. So we're just building on top of the base now. You can see what it looks like from behind, and you can see that middle strap coming up through that middle ring. Beautiful. Okay, so I've already made some straps here. As you can see, the sliders have already attached. It was just like magic, they attached themselves. No, I did it, and you've already seen me made straps, so It just saves you time. All right, so we're moving along, and you see that little strap that we just attached? We're going to attach these two straps onto that ring, okay? So we go through the ring back on itself, so the strap goes back on itself underneath one bar of the slider, and then we'll go under the second bar of the slider. Pull that through, and then next to it we're going to attach that other strap that we've just made. It might be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but if your strap's nice and soft, it should fit a little bit easier. If it's firm, it may be a little bit of a squeeze, but all the measurements for the straps and also the rings are in the directions manual, which is in the comments below underneath this video. Okay, so both of those two neck straps are attached. Yay! Oh my god, this is so easy to make. You can actually make it in probably like 20 minutes. Once you know how, just make one and then you're good to go. You can make as many as you like. Okay, so now I've got my G-hook, and I'm going to attach the G-hook over onto one strap. It's up to you how you like your G-hook, wherever you like it. I like the hook facing downwards, so down the neck as opposed to up the neck. And I'm going to secure that G-hook into place with the sewing machine. And then what I did is I created like a little loop by like folding that other strap back on itself, and I created a little loop for that G-hook to slide into. And then that really essentially gives you your neck harness. Or essentially this could be another harness altogether. So you've got 3 harnesses to work with in this tutorial. Oh my goodness. Get the pattern and make it yours. Okay, so that's what it looks like now that you've connected all the straps. Not all of them, we've got some more to go. So I've got 2 straps here that I have made. I've secured the little sliders onto them. So they are all ready to go. I always like to make sure that everything is laid out neatly so I can see where everything is, and just makes it easy and visually better for you. Now these straps are going up at the neck point, the middle of the neck point, and going through that ring there. So securing one strap through that ring and then secure it again onto the slider. And that way you'll start to see it all kind of map out. It's very easy to do, and just slide that end of the tail through that last part of the first slider, and it's coming together beautifully. I love this color, the silver on the black. It's just gorgeous. So now I'm working with the other strap and coming up through that hole. Now this is tight. So there's 5 straps sharing one ring, okay? So now just be patient and breathe if this is your first time working with this kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm just securing that strap. Perfect. And that is all done. They're all in there nice and snug. You might have to find that you overlap the straps a little bit, just to make sure that they're nice and comfortable. And oh my god, they look so beautiful together. Okay. So now you can see, kind of looks like a man with arms. Now you'll bring those straps kind of turn them around a little bit so you can see the underside of that strap. Now these little ends of the straps are going to be secured into those back rings. Okay, so that back ring, just secure that with the wrong side facing you, and then you'll see a little bit of 1 centimeter of the right side come through the ring. Secure that into place. And then do the same on the other side. Place that strap through the other ring on the back. Secure that into place with a clip or a pin, and then sew that into place. And this is what it looks like. So now you've made the first harness. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. It is really simple and just gives more lines and definition, and I think would just make anything really interesting. You could wear that over the top of a shirt, some lingerie, a leotard. Go for gold and just make it your own. So that's the first one that you've made, and now we're just going to add 2 more straps to take it to the next level with a little bit more dimension. Okay, so she's looking great. I've gone ahead and made 2 straps here, so I've pre-made them and I've secured a slider onto the end, and I'm now going to thread these through that front middle ring, and it's on either side of the middle part of the chest harness. Okay, so bringing that strap up through that ring, and then threading that strap through that slider, so underneath the top, or underneath the first bar and then underneath the second bar, and just secure that into place. It may take a little bit of time fidgeting around with the straps to make them sit nice and flat on the ring. Totally worth it. If you do get a little bit of frustration from that because you're learning something new, just push through, because you're going to have that breakthrough. Sometimes when you're learning something new, it can feel quite frustrating, but trust me, once you've done it once, the second time you do it would just feel like a breeze. Okay, now I'm just moving on to the second and final strap, and I'm threading that through that ring on the left. So it's on the other side, on the opposite side of the middle chest strap, and I'm securing that onto that slider. Okay, so nice and firm, and that's what it looks like. Have a little bit of a maneuver around of the straps just so that they can get nice and flat. Just makes it easier. Perfect. Now I'm going to hold them into place while I turn it over. It's looking so good. And now you can see what it looks like on the opposite side, where everything's sitting. And then I'm just going to grab these straps, bring them over, and it's going to go into this ring here. So it will go between the bottom belt and the other top strap. fits right into the middle there. And I will secure that with like a little clip. And then I'll do the same for the other side, coming up and over. So imagine it's coming up and over your shoulder and securing that into the middle there next to the other shoulder strap. So they're kind of like sitting next to each other. And I'm going to secure that with a little clip again. And then I'll head over to my sewing machine and put that into place. And then I will show you what it looks like on the mannequin, because it's a hot mess right now. Although I can tell what strap is what strap, but if it's your first time, you need to see it on the mannequin. Okay, this is what it looks like. She's all finished. These two straps here are the ones that you just put on, and it's all done, all ready for you to now either sell it and make it your own, or wear it and just be amazing. Thank you so much for watching and following along. I really appreciate you. And if you'd like to purchase this one, head to the description underneath this video and purchase it on my website. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.